Well, it's the big one. We're here into the playoffs from National Bank Stadium, Karachi, with the Multan Sultans right at the top, and they are up against Peshawar Zalmi. It's great to be here in National Bank Stadium, Karachi, and what a match we've got on here. Multan Sultans, they've been the in-form side, and Peshawar Zalmi empowering all the youth. They're also up there. Should be a fascinating contest, but let's have a look at the tree and the table as well. Multan Sultans are at the top with 14 points. Peshawar Zalmi are right behind. And the interesting thing, the equation is very simple. Whoever wins today will be going straight into the finals. It's as simple as that. And whoever loses today will be playing the winner of tomorrow's eliminator. So there's the equation for you. Plenty at stake. Whoever wins today have a huge incentive because they go straight into the finals, and they also get a couple of days off as well. Whoever loses, once again, just reiterating it for anyone who's following, will be playing tomorrow's game, the eliminator, the winner of tomorrow's game. Anyway, I've been joined by Amir Suhail and Danny Morrison. Amir, what a fantastic contest we have at hands. Peshawar Zalmi, Multan Sultans, perhaps the two best sides meeting today. What are you looking at it just overall from the game perspective in terms of where both teams stand?
Well, let me start with saying that it's going to be a humdinger of a contest because both the teams, they are in well-in form. They are playing like a well-knit unit. And when you talk about Peshawar Zalmi, you know, it's a sort of a team who play for each other. When you talk about batters, openers, they actually set it up for number 2, number 3, number 4 batsmen, number 4, number 5 for the number 6 batsmen, and the bowlers, they set it up for the second string bowlers. So they've been playing very good cricket. And I asked this question from Babar Azam, that what is the hallmark of your success in this tournament? And he said he didn't hesitate for a second. He said batting.
All right, there you go. Batting, he didn't take much time because their batting has been magnificent. But Multan Sultans, you know, just looking at them from an overall perspective, they've obviously been so good with the bat, with the ball, in the field. Overall, a very balanced side.
They have, Zaini, and I'd have to say they've been great at home. They were really good in Multan. The question that a lot will ask is about how good are their bowlers going to perform in these playoffs away from home, because they've struggled a little bit, apart from Osama Mir, who's been outstanding with his 21 wickets. It's almost a bit like Multan's bowlers. If they can click together, and they should, when you've got Willie as well, and Abbas Afridi. And so I'm just thinking, can their bowlers halt Zalmi's batting? Because you think of the two openers that Amir's on about, batting and more batting, but it's the two openers, isn't it? Ayub and Azam. They're just outstanding, and they've got great strike rates, and they've been putting it together. So in a way, it's a bit about David Willey up the top there, and Osama Mir. Let's see how they go against those guys.
Well, earlier today, we also had the toss in which it was Babar Azam's side up against Mohammad Rizwan. That's the kind of contest we're looking at. And Peshawar Zalmi elected to bat first. That is what they decided. And no surprises there at all overall when you look at the kind of batting that they have. Amir, just look at that lineup, the kind of openers they have. Overall, such a strong side.
I think they have the wherewithal to actually be the number 1 side in this tournament. They've got openers who are batting so beautifully. When you talk about Babar Azam, he bats conventionally. He makes sure that he stays for his side till the last moment, and he's he sets the stage. And then he's got the bowlers. Sam Ayub has been a revelation here. He picks up wickets for him, and I know spin department was kind of weaker side of Peshawar Zalmi, but they have improved with a left arm spinner coming in, and then Saim Ayub hurling down a couple of overs, picking up wickets, makes them a very good side and a dangerous side.
They are a dangerous side, and Multan Sultans have also been very dangerous. Like Danny pointed out, very strong at home, but here they've got one change. Khushtil Shah comes in, Danny.
The Multan Sultans. Yeah, Cushy back. He had a dose of the dropsies. He couldn't catch a cold, could he, at home there in Multan? But again, a little bit of confidence you get back. And yeah, again, I think they are both the top 2 sides, day in, night in, the whole thing. The balance of it, that top order, again, it's the two captains, isn't it? It's Rizwan versus Bubba. They both open the batting. They need to set the scene and get really good runs. But the bowling of Multan, if they click and they get it together, they're challenging.
Well, you look at both these captains from these sides, Multan Sultans as well as Peshawar Zalmi, they've been the key to success for both the sides because they've just been so consistent with the amount of runs that they've made. I mean, there's a reason why Babar Azam is called Mr. Consistent. 498 runs for Peshawar Zalmi, and Mohammad Rizwan is right behind, 366 for Multan Sultans. And it's just so interesting to talk about them because, they are captains, Amir, who have led from the front with the bat.
And sensibly. When you talk about Babar Azam, he comes out in the power plays, he's looking for boundaries. Once the power play is over, he knows he's got powerhouse in the batting lineup. Pavel is there, a few other batters who could actually talk the ball and get quick runs. So he changes gears in the middle of the innings, and he makes sure that he doesn't allow the opposition to pick up wickets, and that has worked beautifully for his side.
And Mohammad Rizwan, when you look at him, Danny, I mean, he's been part of the Multan Sultans in the past few seasons. He's been leading the side so well. But it's just like he's got this ability to absorb pressure so well. He's always amongst the runs.
Yeah, and you speak to players, don't you? Who likes taking it on in the contest? Who loves the pressure situation? And I looked at that graphic too, and you had Usman Khan, who's not far behind him. So the consistency of those two at the top is a bit like Ayub and Babar Azam together versus really Usman Khan and Mohammad Rizwan. So the way Rizzy goes about it, we all know he's a very good leg side player, flex, dabs, and then he uses his feet. And that's the other thing, he's dazzling on his feet. So it proves out, I just think, if you want it badly enough and you want to hang around enough, then you're going to do it. So let's see if those protagonists can provide a really cracking game.
Helps to have a bowler who can take wickets in the power play. I mean, David Willey's just been exceptional in that power play.
He's got a huge advantage of the height. He gets the ball to bounce, and he gets the ball to seam around, and brings a lot of problems to the batters. And he's been picking up wickets and it's a league run. So you have to say he's a handy customer to have in your lineup. He can really win you the game.
Yeah, I mean, just like we talk about taking wickets, he's also a very smart bowler, just thinking bowler. You have bowlers who can,
And like Amir, everyone loves a lefty, and you got a left armer that can swing it and create a bit of shape. And I think since 2022, he's got the most wickets in T20 in the power play. So he gets people out. The dot ball percentage this season is almost 50%, just under 50%. So he's doing the business big time.
All right, thank you so much, Danny and Amir, for your thoughts. We've got a huge game on here in Karachi. Whoever wins goes straight to the finals. And so plenty of prospects lined up for you. All the action on the other side.